Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Tech Tip Tuesday. My name is Stella Hiltzik, and today I will be showing you how to add a password, Touch ID, or Face ID to your phone. So you're going to open your phone and go to your home screen. The app that we will be using for today's Tech Tip Tuesday is Settings. This is an app that is already on your phone. When you first sign into it, there's no need to buy it in the App Store or download it in the App Store. So we're going to click on Settings. There's a lot in settings. There's a lot of things that we can go to, a lot of things that control our phone. But today, the only thing that we're focusing on is Face ID and passcode. So because there's so much here, it might be hard to find the Face ID and passcode. So another way you can find it is search Face ID and passcode. So here it shows up. I didn't even have to finish typing in. So I'm going to click Face ID and passcode because this involves adding a new Face ID, changing your password, or changing your Touch ID. You do need to enter the passcode that you have for your phone in order to access this. So I'm going to enter my passcode. If you see here, my phone is a phone that you open with a Face ID. So here it's going to say set up an alternate appearance. So this is if you maybe have someone else that you need to access your phone, for example, your husband or your wife, then you're like, okay, we basically share this phone, like I want them to be able to access it. That is where you're going to set up an alternate appearance. So when you press on it, it says how to set up Face ID, and you're just going to say get started, and then you're going to roll your face around, and it's going to add another Face ID or an alternate appearance. Another thing is that there's a Face ID with mask that they added. So if you're walking around and you still have a mask on and you can't get your phone open, you could also add a second Face ID where you are wearing a mask and it still works. You can then reset your Face ID if you're like, no, like I don't actually want that person on it. And this is regards to if you have a phone with a Face ID. If you had a phone with a Touch ID, instead of it saying set up an alternate appearance, it's going to say set up an alternate fingerprint or reset fingerprint. The other thing that's here, it says turn passcode off or change passcode. So this is in regards to your passcode. So if you have a phone that has a Touch ID and a Face ID, in addition to a Touch ID and a Face ID, you're going to have a password. So this is where you can change your password or shut off your password. So all you're going to do is you can hit change passcode. You're going to type in your password code that you currently have. Then there are passcode options. So here for my new passcode, it gives us a lot of numbers. You're like, I don't want so many numbers. Click passcode options, and I'm going to click a 4-numeric code, and I'm just going to change my password. And that's it. Okay, so that was this week's Tech Tip Tuesday on how to add a password, Touch ID, or Face ID. Again, here my phone is a Face ID, so it talks about appearances, but if your phone is a Touch ID, it will say everything in regards to a Touch ID. If you enjoyed this tutorial and you're interested in enrolling in a full class with us, please visit mitlerseniortech.com. And thank you so much for watching.